Yo guys, today is the 8th of June and I just got into this short position on CADJPY. It's the strategy, the 88 precision. Let me briefly break down why I got into this trade. So how the strategy works is that if I'm trying to catch a bullish movement, let's say here, let's say here's my two. Sorry, let's say here is a if I'm trying to catch a bullish movement, let's say here is a resistance. I'll wait for price. I don't know where this thing came from. Yeah. I'll wait for price to break across this resistance level. Come back to test it as support. Then I'll look for a continuation entry to the next level. You understand? Sorry. The next level. The next level might be here. You understand? So that's the concept of the strategy. Same thing with the bearish movement. Trying to catch a bearish move. I wait for price to break below a support level, come back to retest it as resistance, then I'll look for a continuation entry from this point to the downside. Yeah, so that's just it. So that's just it for this strategy and how the setup works. So as you can see on this particular setup, I usually use the H4 and the H1 levels as the pullback level, you understand? As you can see, this area is an area of interest. But if you look at it previously, price has retested, rejected this level multiple times from this point, coming down to this point here. Understand? Both on the 1 hour and the H4. If you look at it, there's a multiple rejection at this level. That's why I chose this level as the level to take my my short position from. And another confluence that I use to validate this level is the Fibonacci tool. So I drew my Fibonacci from point A, that is swing high to the swing low, you understand? And it's aligned at the 38.20 pullback Fibonacci level. And it's also a level, if you know how the Fibonacci works, it's also a level where it's a good level to take your position from whenever price pullbacks at those areas like this 38.20, 50, 61.80, 78.60. These levels are good pullback levels to take your position from. You understand? So my target level from my data, price barely goes beyond minus 27.0 Fibonacci extension, like on this particular pair, CADJPY. So I set my take profit to this point. My stop loss behind structure, my validation level. So if price takes me out, I know this entire move has been validated. You understand? So I think that's just how I got into this trade setup. I think take profit aligned at this week here actually. So then actually there's nothing guaranteed in this market. You just have to play probability, game of probability, you understand, and hope the game of probability favors you. So that's all for this setup. Let's see how the market unfolds. I'll update you on the next. So peace. You guys finally smashed the take profits up about 470 dollars. And that's how the setup works. Like it's just easy. Like the explanation is just simple pullback continuation, the 80 precision actually. But it's just based on that concept, but I modified it, you understand? So I think that's all for this setup. I'll see you on the next. Peace out.